Okay, let's just go through the licensing process. It's a pretty simple process. First, of course, you have to find the image or images that you'd like. There's a couple ways you can do that. Of course, you can search or you can browse. So if we go over here to photo galleries, you'll also see a couple options here for the Eastern Sierras Photo Archive, so images directly for the Eastern Sierras. But if you go under photo galleries and you select all galleries, you can browse through the galleries that are listed publicly on my site. However, that is by no means all the images on my website. There's nearly 25,000 images on my website, and they're not all publicly viewable. However, they're all searchable. So if you would like to search, you would simply select the search link on the left, and you could type in any keyword that you're looking for a particular image. Let's just select sunset for something that's simple enough. You will come up with all the search results. Up here it tells you how many there are, 131 images for sunset. If we scroll down here and perhaps pick one that kind of fits the look that you're looking for, it comes up and you'll see over on the left here, along with the caption information, you'll see a link for add to cart. That's important because that means you can license that image directly through my website. If you do not see add to cart, it means you simply have to contact me. You can do that through the contact link down here on the left. Also, my email is listed on the home page. If you see the add to cart though, you're simply gonna, if that image is something that you'd like, let's see about licensing it. This particular image is licensed with the royalty-free model, which is very popular for publishers. What royalty-free means is you're going to pay a one-time fee and you can use the image perpetually. You can use it multiple times on multiple websites, multiple pages, whatever the case might be. The fee is determined by the size of the file that you request. So the smallest file, which is basically only good for small web usage, is $125. You have a $250 file, which is a medium size 2500 pixels. And then the large file of 4000 pixels is good for large use and for any options to print the image as well. That is the recommended file for that. So let's say that you might do some small printing, but definitely on the web, so perhaps the middle option is best for you. So I'm going to select medium, and I'm going to select add to cart. That's it. You can proceed at this point to checkout, which would link you over to PayPal, or you can continue shopping. So let's say you would like to find another image or two. So we're going to go back to continue shopping. Let's go back to search. If you didn't want to browse again, I'm going to punch in UFC. Let's say you have some eclectic mix here or interest. So I'm going to select an image here from the UFC 227 that I photographed. And again, you're going to see an add to cart. That means that image can be licensed directly through the website. I'm going to click on add to cart, and you're going to see some different options now. So the dialog box that opens here is the downloads. That means you want to license this image and receive the file. The other two are prints, which allow you to order a print directly from the website. It'll be sent directly to you, and you have a lot of different options for finishes, from metal, luster, glossy, so forth and so on, different sizes. Products is essentially the same thing, but they're printing it on a canvas. They consider that a product. So if you like the canvas-based prints, you would simply select that tab. However, for licensing, the Downloads tab, which opens up, just gives you the simple drop-down menu process, at which point it will kick out a price. This is the standard licensing software that the industry uses, PhotoQuote, built into the website. First thing you have to do is just select a territory. Essentially, you can select your state, but everything in these days, especially if you're going on the web, is worldwide. You can select the region. Let's go back here and just select worldwide again. You can select the usage terms now at this point. So are you looking for editorial? Are you writing a story about the UFC? You're writing a story about a particular UFC fighter, or anything along the lines of an editorial usage. There's a story accompanying it. You would select editorial. Of course, you can, if there is an opportunity to license it digitally for advertising or corporate or other types of use, you would select from those uses. But we're going to select editorial. We're going to go now to the select subcategory, which is, let's say you're going to put it on a website, so you're going to use it for web. Select the type, editorial or educational. You have a web-based blog that writes about the UFC, just an obvious example. And then it'll tell you what those usage terms are over here. It's non-advertising use in the web version of a magazine, newspaper, or other editorial informational publication, of which a blog certainly falls under that. The size. So spot is basically tiny. Picture like a postage stamp, if not smaller. Up to quarter screen, up to half screen if you're going to use a full screen. It's important that you have a pretty good idea. You do not want a license for a spot and end up using it as a full screen. That would be an invalid license. Very standard is up to half screen, so I'll just go ahead and select that. Circulation time. How long do you plan on using this? Although you will not have to take the story down with the image, it's basically after any certain time, it's basically giving you a certain amount of time to publish this image. So let's say up to 1 year. That's pretty standard. Okay. The price kicked out right there is $231 for the drop-down menus that you selected. That license now is written for itself. The license start date you can adjust if it's not for today. You can adjust it by just clicking on, let's say, starting on September 11th, September 12th, September 26th, whatever case might be. We're going to go ahead and select Add to Cart now. And we're going to go to Checkout. So you're going to see the two things that you've added to your cart. One is a UFC with the licensing terms right there. You can hit More and you'll see all of the relevant licensing terms that you will need for that type of license, which is called the Rights Managed License. And then you have the first one that you selected, which is a royalty-free download. The total fee is $481. If you have a coupon code, which I do put out there at times, you would put it in at this point. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and check out. And you're going to go to Guest Checkout, unless you already have a login, which is free to do. And you're going to go in and put in your shipping address and your name and so forth and your country. Okay. And you would continue. It's going to link you over to, which I'm not going to do at this point, to PayPal. You do not need an account. You can pay with a credit card or your PayPal funds or anything along that lines. Once a payment is received, the website is built to automatically then release the image to you in an email, which with your email address that you will have logged in, which you'll provide, you will receive a link. Right when the payment is made, usually within just a couple of minutes, you'll receive a link to click on and download the images that you purchased. If it was not a print. If it was a print, you won't receive that link. You'll receive notification that the image has been sent over to the printer, and the printer will notify you when the image has been printed and is on its way. And that's it. So if you want to go back to the home page, you can hit Todd Bigelow Photography or Portfolio. It'll both land on the home page. And again, down here you'll see my email, todd@toddbigelowphotography.com. You can email me if you have any questions. If you'd rather do it directly with me, I'll work directly with you. You can also click on the contact page, and of course you'll put in your name, your email, phone number. None of the information is ever used in any other way except sent directly to me. And then you will write your note. I'm interested in using an image of yours. Can you please let me know what I need to do? What I would suggest you do is, if you find the image that you like, just copy the URL and put that URL right here in that note, because then I can look at exactly what image you're looking for, and then quickly answer your email with a reply and a quote. Okay, so going back out of there, if I just go back to Todd Bigelow, you can go to contact or find my email here. Either way, that's pretty much how you license directly through my website. Thanks so much for your interest.